It's week 1 of the 2027 season. And if it's in the game, it's in.
And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is... right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards there for number 15. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That one downfield for Dotson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Here's Nix once more. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On play action, here's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now.
It's now 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A pass complete to Odunze. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff running through the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And they're going to get him. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw, it's Williams. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Williams. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
So he stopped for no gain. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Williams going to look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Nix. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now it's Nix.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
To the air, Williams.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice. Taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Nick Bonito
coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain it for
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, here's Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing is Williams. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing again here, Williams. That's complete to Wicks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw is Williams.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Back to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To throw is Nix.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Nix. A short throw there to Strange. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Second down and 3. Mims in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Corum is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Christian Watson from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
They're going to try and run.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pill.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
At the 20-yard line.
Nix to the air. He'll complete this one to Watson. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To throw, Williams. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
To throw, it's Williams.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Nix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36.
To throw, here's Nix.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw again.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Shoves him aside. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
2nd and 10. Now it's Nix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. They'll go play action with Nix. Quick slant to Watson.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Christian Watson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 11. A minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown with a two-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Nix from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun is Nix. Now that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to the air with Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Nix. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Here we go. First and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.